Everything set? Everything good? We got everything set up here, right? Is that no? What we miss something? What did we miss? I don't know what we missed, but you know what I mean, it's what it is. Hopefully I am on screen. I hit the button on the camera. RaJuR Deep Cool up in the house. Holla at your boy. I'm gonna do this. This is the first time I'm actually gonna do a video where I'm actually looking at the camera and not looking at something else. Like the screen, you know what I mean? When I look at the screen, it looks like I'm not looking at the camera right. You know, I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at the people. And the people need to see. I need to see the people. The people need to see me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the most beautiful dude in the world. You know what I mean? But the people need to see me. Alright? And I need to see you. And if I'm looking away from you on the camera, then I can't see you. You're not gonna see me now. I'm taking out all these samples. Real quick, a surprise sample Greg Lauren for Barney's. Really a surprise. Really a surprise. I smelled that this morning. Really a surprise. I didn't think that thing would smell the way it's smelling. But I just have to go through all these samples, man. I know a lot of you guys have samples as well, or decants. All of mine are samples, as I don't buy decants anymore. I used to, but I found decants to be a waste of money. For me, not to say that you shouldn't do it, but for me, it was a waste of money. I'd rather just try to make it to the store, or I'll just buy, you know, I'll buy some samples. You know what I mean? I know everybody can't buy samples, but I just don't want any decants. You know, so don't fault me for not wanting decants. It's just my personal opinion is that I just rather not have decants. I'd rather just buy the product or just have the samples. I'm going to have to figure out this Molecule 01 shortly. You know what I mean? See what that's really about. But these are all the samples I'm pulling out, and just trying to get some organization. So I realized I didn't have them all in one bag. Alright? So how y'all doing today? How you doing? Alright? I hope y'all doing fine, man. You know, I worked 24 hours. I was up 24 hours, got me some sleep. Got me, you know, about 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep. So now I'm up and I'm ready to go back to sleep. Yo, I'm trying to tell you guys, that 24-hour hit sometimes. I do it every now and then. You know what I mean? If the opportunity presents itself and I want an extra couple dollars, you know what I mean? I just go ahead on and I bite the bullet. Now I'll work 2 shifts. And then I've already been up that day already. So this is what it is, though. You gotta keep it pushing, right? Got to keep it pushing. If you want to make that money to have a smell good cushion. You feeling me? Yeah, pound me. Got it? And back slap, high five around it. Dougie, running man, holla at your boy. You know what I mean? I added that one in, but I was really trying to think about doing the RaJuR. You know what I mean? Get at me, man. Yo, what we gonna talk about today is how Idolo made a comeback for me, okay? Idolo made a comeback. I was ready to get rid of it yesterday. I put it up on the board. I was ready to do it because I just didn't get any lasting power from it. And with all the power role senses that I have, most recently being Epic Woman, man, I didn't know whether this fit in, even though it had the 33-year age ooh. Hence the name, Idolo 33. I thought the ooh would really make this a strong scent that would really carry it over for me. So the first day I wore this, actually the first night, I sprayed it at night. I had some company, got a little busy, trying to keep it real with you. You know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen, is what it was. And I really didn't smell much of it during the commission yeah, I mean, but I was more disappointed that when I woke up the next morning, I didn't smell it. Like some of my other scents, like most recently, like I said, Epic Woman or Canaride, man, those things went all the way through the night and smelled the next morning. Canaride went 24 hours on my skin. 24 hours for that Piccato Originale. And that did the thing. So I really expected this to be that only because, you know, the color of the juice really impressed me. It really seemed like it would be very strong, and it didn't go for me. But then yesterday, somehow or the other, it made a comeback. I woke up at around, I don't know, let's say 9:30 I got started. Me and my sis went and had something to eat at the Cracker Barrel, and I sprayed it on before we left. Bow, 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 hand to hand, wrist, wrist. and then an extra mister around the neck. So, you know, I smelled it. Of course, it smelled a strong sniff of oud to me. A lot of people say they smell rose. I don't smell rose. I smell oud from the first hit. So it's hitting like boom, bam. You know, yeah, all right, this is gonna be crazy. And the other day, like I said, it just faded away on me after about maybe 4 hours. It was gone. Not the case yesterday. 10:30. I can say this morning when I got back home at 7 a.m. I didn't get home until like maybe 8:30 a.m. From 10:30 a.m. the day before to 8 a.m. this morning, I still could smell it on my hand. Now, was it projecting? No. But during the day yesterday, during my first shift, from 4 to 12, I didn't smell it projecting, but I smelled it coming up on me. Because I wasn't around a lot of people, I couldn't really tell whether it was projecting out to anybody. But as far as me sitting, chilling in my whip like I normally do, or I'm walking, doing some work or whatever, man, I kept smelling it coming up. And then sometimes I wouldn't smell it at all, then it'll come up. As far as then I would go to my hand, and I would smell on my hand. So, that was that deal. So I'm like, all right, well, it'll be gone soon because the day before it was gone. 12 o'clock, time for shift change. And I'm in between shift change. I'm like, well, do I punch out and punch back in? No, I just let it ride the whole thing. I ain't fucking going through the whole thing. So now I'm walking across the yard, going to check out on some other vehicles I got to check out on, some trains. And man, it was coming up. The wafting was coming off my neck. And I was doing like this. I'm like, dang, that thing is still kicking. Man, Idolo is still kicking off the neck. So the longevity of it has now been confirmed. I'm good with the longevity. I am going to keep it. It doesn't project a lot now. It doesn't project out, I don't think. But as far as wafting, man, 8 hours. Maybe even more. Maybe even more. 8 to 10 hours waft off my neck. And of course, I'm active during the day, so you know, the heat from my body or whatever, the pulse points probably was pumping it out too. Grab your bottle. Only comes in 30 mils. You go to the website, Idolo, 33, you'll see it, just click on it. It'll tell you the beautiful ingredients in here. The main thing that really turned me on this was the mandarin orange that I really want to smell. And I did smell the sweetness later on this morning. I did notice it, well actually last night I noticed it. It started to get sweet towards the end. But during the ride, it's rose. During the ride, it's rose, I'm telling you. It's like a dirty rose. Then it gets like to be a clean roll. For me, it was like back and forth, a dirty and a clean roll, back and forth, man. And I'm not sure what was mingling and intermingling in between those times that was making it switch up. But yo, some of the Idolo, yo, grab that thing, grab it. $120, some Lucky Scent. I bought mine from a place in Florida. Yeah, guess that thing, all right. I put I was gonna sell it. I had like 5 people talking about, yo, you sell it, let me know, you sell it, let me know. Keeping it, oh boy, pound that out, all right? Because you're feeling the way I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling recuperated from 24 hours. I'm feeling recuperated, I'm up, I'm ready to get it in. You ready to get it in? Well, let's get it in. Aside from that, today, we're spritzing the Asian Dangerous in the Cafrete. And you guys know how this works. Get your Cafrete, buy you the refill set. You'll get an atomizer, pop it on top of the bottle, and you just pop that bad boy in and you get the spraying. I already sprayed once. Oh, I missed. I already sprayed once. I just put a little extra on there. The Asian Dangerous is very sweet. Plum, peach. If I can remember correctly, on the dry down, of course, you have vanilla probably, I think. Maybe some African orange flower up in here. Maybe a little bit of patchouli, I don't know. I know it smells good. I gotta get a bottle. Probably a refill bottle because I have all these Cafretes. I have like 3 of these. Cafretes. This right here is Cool Intention. I just got finished putting a lid on top of that. And for you guys who are not familiar with it, you'll get a bottle. This doesn't have anything on it. I bought some blanks. But I'll have to label myself. You know, right now there's alcohol in here. But anyway, it comes like this with the refill package. And there's like 4 in there. 7.5 a piece, 30 mil. Then you take your atomizer, which you have to get this. You have to get this elsewhere. You don't get this when you buy these 4. It doesn't come with this. You gotta get this someplace else. Do your research like I did. You may get it from either, you know, off the frag boards, or you may be able to pick it up on eBay. Or buy one that has it on there, and then you can switch it out from time to time to make sure you spritz it out and get the other flavor out of it. So I have a lot of these. I just bought like a little set today that came with a Cool Intention empty bottle. I got another one of these, and it also came with another funnel. So now I have 4 of these, so you know I can load up 4 fragrances, pop them in here. I have 3 coffrettes. You know what I mean? And of course we had a bottle. So yes, what I get from Liaison Dangerous is we get the love vibe, we get the sweet redemption vibe, but much sweeter. Man, I like it. I really like it. I'm Liaison Dangerous in. So as soon as I want to get that to complete my line for Killian, and maybe Incense Oud or Pure Oud will probably be the next 2 I would get. And as far as me complete my line, when I say complete the line, I mean as far as the scents that I like in that line, because I've smelled them all, I know what I want, I'll complete that line for myself, just like the Suspiro line and the Ginge Off line. Once I get what once I complete the line for myself, I'm good, I move on to another line. Alright? That's it. Like I said, we had the samples here, we have a whole bunch of samples, and the surprise out of these samples was the Greg Lauren for Barney's. This had a scent that man, it just smelled like really like sweet, and it was there was a video showing how he made the bottles, not how he made the scent, but how he designed his bottles. Each one of the bottles will be a little bit different. How he splashes paint on there and all kinds of stuff, man. Go to the website, Greg Lauren, and that was looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. I gotta look at the mirror to see the viewer. And Greg Lauren for Barney's. Check it out. I think it's very nice. I think the scent is nice. I read some reviews, say it's not particularly long lasting, but you know, overall it's a pretty nice scent. You know what I mean? And let's speak of long lasting and a pretty nice scent, and how I've been in error a few times, and then how I've adapted. And speaking of how we as reviewers, or we as just wearers of the scent, how important it is for us to make sure that our skin is really free from any other fragrance, whether it's lotion, whether it's some kind of scented oil or scented lotion, how to be free from that so your skin can really absorb and really work the fragrance. I was at one time so convinced that I need to make a scent last longer by looking for some unscented moisturizers, unscented lotions, so on and so forth. I no longer hold that opinion. I no longer hold that view. I think when you buy a scent, it's what it is. And if it ends up being a short scent for you, let it be that. Wear it for the time that you know you're going to wear it. So if it's 3-4 hours, then wear it for the 3-4 hours. Wear it for a date. Wear it for an intimate occasion. Wear it for between the sheets. And let's let that 3 to 4 hours, let it be what it is. And if you have to adjust the spray, so it's going to do what it has to do during the time that you're with somebody or whatever it is, if you're doing it that way, then adjust the spray. Spray when you're walking out the door, you know, put it in a car fret or something, put it in, buy some atomizers and put it in the atomizer and carry it along with you if you got to re-spritz. But I just don't believe that you need to be putting on lotion and all these other oils, and not unless you're trying to blend, which I know women like to blend. I don't understand that. How my girl, she'll put on a particular lotion, then she'll spray it on. Like, you just taking away from the whole fascination of the scent. It's not going to move the way it should move. You're not going to experience the movement of it because you're going to have maybe some Bath and Body Works or whatever it is that you're putting on you. It's going to affect the way it wears, and I just don't do that. So I'll do a light coating of Vaseline, and that's it. And what I get out is what I get out. If I know it's going to be a long-lasting scent, then I'm ready for that. If I know it's going to be a shorter wearing scent, then I'm ready for that too. Simple as that. So that's my opinion as far as you know, trying to keep my skin free from other scents, and also whether I need to do that. No, for me, I don't need to do that anymore. No more. I'm not doing it. Light coat of Vaseline just to get the ash off my skin because it's dark. You see the ash, and get that off, and then I'm good. I'm straight. All right. So I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about. It's Idolo wearing Liaison Danger Roots today. Got Valentino still sitting over here in the box minding his business and ain't going nowhere. We'll stay right inside that plastic. So I decided to break it. We have Allegro on the way in, and I was really disappointed because USPS said I was supposed to be getting my Cure velours today, and I didn't get it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it ticks me off with the estimated time of delivery, but I really just can't wait to get the Cure velours, man. It's the sweetest leather. I mean, black saffron is a sweet leather in the beginning, but I've been smelling black saffron. I've been smelling a lot of these for the last 3-4 days. And saffron is cool, but it blends down to a leather, and that's it. You know, like not even a spicy leather, just a real dry leather when black saffron is done. But during the ride, it's kind of sweet in the beginning. Like, it takes a little bit from the pulp to me, and a little bit from the beginning of Oud and Mortel, and it rides that out, and then all that leaves, and now you left with the saffron and the leather. Mainly for me, leather. I mean, it was on the card though. I did spray it on my arm this weekend, along with Bala Freak. I have them right here. Black saffron and Bala Freak, and that's what I sprayed. So I did check it out on my skin. And Bala Freak is very cool. Like I said, no problem with that vetiver. I just think it smells too much like Encre Noir for me to deal with it, to invest money in it. I thought about doing 250 ml bottles for those each, but I decided I'm gonna hold back. That's about $300 some odd. We can use that for something else really special. So I'm gonna hold out on that. And that's about it. Let me throw this, not about it, that's about it for that. Suspiro Herba Pura. I had almost bought this. This got to be the most twangiest, sweet smell in my life. And I only say this because Vivace, if you ever get Vivace, which is the velvet bottle, Herba Pura is the hard bottle for Suspiro. They almost smell the same. Vivace and Herba Pura is almost the same with the twangy. When you spray it on, it's like real twangy, but it's strong. And then in between, when it starts to get in between the dry down, it really gives off this, for me, this little real sharp, vinegary, sweet, whatever it is. Real vinegary sweet. Vivace is nice, but that's one of the ones that I decided not to get. I ended up taking Allegro instead. So my Suspiro collection is now Duetto, Lelade, Capriccio, and Allegro, and that will complete the line for me for that line. Okay, I'm done with those. As far as we're going to talk about my Teardrop line right now, because I have both Discovery sets. The only one I really that I kind of got rid of, I still have about 5 ml left of his Gallo, and I sold the rest to a guy who really wanted to have it, so I sold him 10 ml. But having the Discovery set and the Oud set, I don't really have to buy the bottles because I don't wear them enough to have to buy and spend, you know, $200 to $300 a bottle for those. But I have a few bottles, of course I do. I have Najaf, which is a favorite of mine, and then I have the lighter lines. I have Jajala, which is from the women's Suspiro line, which is Suspiro 1, I think it is. I'm not Suspiro 1. Teardrop Discovery Set 1. I have Jajala, which is a nice rose as well. And then I have, I sold Neo. That's why I'm getting Allegro. I think Allegro is a deeper scent for me than Neo was. So I ended up selling Neo so I can get Allegro. And then we have Udin and Modoc. Okay? So I'm cool with the with the Teardrop set. I have them all up here to smell with the Discovery in a bottle. So anytime I think I want to jump off on a bottle, I may. Momluck will probably be that bottle. I may wear Momluck tomorrow so I can make a move on that bottle and get that out the way, and I'll be done with that line. I'm trying to complete my lines, and then I can move on to new stuff like, you know, the Idolo. I'm done with, I think I'm done, like I said, 2 more for the Killian line. And we're done with the Armoires line. I'm done, I don't need more Armoires. I have a majority of those. So I want to explore some other lines. Get back into Josh's line. All I have right now is Memory of a Trespasser. I want to look into getting the Mosaic, and there's going to be Soft Lawn, or I call Soft Tennis Balls, and let's see, Cape Heartache I liked, And I think there was one more. I can't remember it, so I'm gonna get Josh's line. My whole thing is to try to complete lines, and you know, to enjoy this venture, and to get these lines completed. My favorite lines anyway, and then move on to new lines. My Nasamato line is complete. I don't need more Nasamato. For what I like, I have Pardon, Hindu Grass, and Black Afghano. Maybe Doro sometime in the future, because I did get a chance to smell that. Maybe Doro to complete that line. Perfume del Forte. We done moved on to something else, right? To complete lines. Perfume del Forte. I have Amber Mediterranee. I have Roma Imperial, and I have Marconi 3. I would like to complete that line with Versailles, I think it's Aurum, and Vittorino, something with an A. Forgot it, but it's VA. It's a real summery scent with coconut. Supposed to have that Virgin Island water type vibe, so I do want to complete that line with that. That'll be completing that line, and everything else is just open. Maybe the Guerlain, the art line. Maybe I'll start getting more into those. Other than that, I'm cool. Alright, so that's it. Holla at your boy. This might have been long, I'm sorry. But you know, like I said, if you can't watch it all, watch a little bit now, watch a little bit later. Holla at your boy. Your boy just trying to put it down for what he doing, you know what I mean? Inspire you guys. And just to now end, not in a bad note, but just in an observation of what went down a couple days ago, being part of a frat group. It was said that me and maybe a couple other guys were looking down on people and being sort of condescending because we were being, if you say, ballers in the community by buying all these high-priced bottles. And a couple comments that stuck with me was one guy had said that the adventure and the coolness to him was not to buy the bottles that are already predictably good and cost a lot of money, but to find the hidden gems that don't cost as much. I disagree. I'm niche. I'm gonna stay niche. There are some inexpensive bottles that are considered niche to me. Ancre Noir and Narciso Rodriguez for him. Those are my niche bottles. I'm good with those two. They can go on my niche case anytime they want. They can be in there because I think they are niche bottles. One made by my favorite man, you know what I mean, my main man, Francis Kirkjean, you know, who put together Narciso for him. And Ancre Noir, I'm not sure who made that, but everybody knows that's a classic. Ancre Noir is a veteran classic. You know, there's other veterans out there that was pretty nice. Veteran Tonka, and you know, a couple others. I think the one by Chanel, forgot the name of it. But there are a few other veterans that are out there that are really nice. But for me, Ancre Noir, I think it's a great buy. Bala Freak, another one. But I really like Ancre Noir. So, did I pay $100-some for that bottle? No, but that bottle does go for $125. And still, I think in Neiman, and maybe even Bergdorf. Another Balmain Ambergris that I used to have, that's still $125. People don't consider that niche because you can get that really cheap, but it is actually a niche bottle. It's quality juice. I gave that to my lady. She likes it. She wanted to experience amber, so I gave her some amber, and she likes it a lot. So look here, it's not about you being able to afford this, and guys who are spending a lot of money on these fragrances are ballers. We work hard. I worked 2 shifts yesterday to be able to have some extra money to buy something and still be able to pay my bills. And if I want to use my credit card to buy something, that's what they're for. I know people who are all debted out on other stuff. Clothing, Coach bags, all that stuff. I know people in major debt. I'm nowhere in major debt with my credit cards. And if I want to use it just to buy this instead of buying some Gucci slippers or some high-end watch or whatever, because I'm sure people use their credit cards to buy that. So you know what I mean? I use mine to buy fragrances. And none of them are exorbitantly, out of range. I'm not that kind of debt when it comes to buying this. I'm very careful on how I spend my money and use my credit cards. So if I have the credit to buy it, or if I have the cash to buy it, I have no problem buying it. If I want to go to a store and pull out cash and have somebody take a picture of me buying a fragrance, then there's no problem with that either. There's no problem. I can do what I want. It's a free country. The Constitution, though it may say blah, 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 in the Constitution. I'm not even going to say that because we'd be going to a whole nother level. But whatever it says I have the freedom of speech and the freedom to purchase and the freedom to be a man in this country. And that's what I am. I can do what I want with my money, show it, do what I want to do. And for those who aren't as fortunate or those who just stay within their means because they do that, that's fine too. But don't take it out on guys who have a little bit extra cash to buy expensive fragrances. We're not looking down at anybody. We're not being condescending to anybody. I've never been condescending to anybody. I've always wanted to share with people who didn't have the money. My whole thing about buying 3 mil atomizers were to make that available for people who couldn't afford these big guys doing splits for 10, 20, 30 mil. They couldn't afford that. So I bought 3 mil atomizers like these so I can share with people who didn't have the funds to get them. So no one will ever call me condescending, and I got the apology for that. I think I did for the person who said that. I hope I got my apology. Your apology accepted, but I don't want to hear that again. I'm not condescending. The guys that I know who are buying these high-end bottles, they are not condescending as well. We have a passion. I jumped into this with a passion. Like when I jumped into my music and my CDs and my studio with a passion, I'm jumping into this with my passion. And that's what it is, okay? So now I'm going to close out with good thoughts. Thank y'all for checking out my channel. Oh man, the views are unbelievable. I've only been doing this for 3, maybe 4 months. I've had over 20,000 views, I think. Maybe close to 20,000 views. And I have about maybe close to almost 250 subscribers. And I'm really happy. I don't need the attention because I don't ask you to subscribe to my page. I don't ask you to comment to my page. I ask you to do whatever you feel you need to do. And when we keep it real, we keep it 100, ride 100. I keep it real, deep, cool. That's what I do. I'm not here to pretend to be somebody. I'm not here to act like I know everything, because I damn sure don't. But I do know what my people want to see. I do try to convey to my people, and that's everybody. Everybody is my people. From the rich to the poor to the whoever. Everybody is my people. Holla at your boy 100. If you feel like I'm feeling as I made that statement, you should be feeling liberalized and fantastic. And remember, you are important. You are an asset. No matter what you have, what you do, you're an asset. You are a viable commodity. Viable. Holla at your boy 100. Ride real deep cool. I'm going to hit this camera from the back. Y'all know how I do it. Peace.